Crafted comedy
by Great Wolf.
And I had a friend who was a preacher, and he said to me, Preacher Isaac, he said, I don't understand why I'm losing my congregation. I find myself having to preach to people that I see at the store or that I see out in a restaurant. He says, I say to them, I have not seen you in church lately, so I will just preach to you right here and now, right before God and everybody. And he said, but lo and behold, Preacher Isaac, he said, they seem to take offense to it. They say, I'm sorry, but here is not the time nor the place. And I told him, I said, yes, sir, yes, preacher. I told him, I said, preacher, I'm not going to reveal his name. But I said, no, I know what you mean. It seems as though any time is the right time to be preaching. Yes, I get that. Anytime, anywhere, any place. Hallelujah. But I said to him, we've got to get to the bottom of this. We got to find out what's going on while you're losing your congregation. So I met him at his church. I said, do you know something, preacher? I can tell there is a funny smell. And you know what? I traced it to the pews. I said, this is why they call them pews, because they smell pews. When you come into a church like this, first thing comes out of your mouth is pew. So you don't want to be sitting. Now, people don't want to be sitting in a pew that makes you say pew. No, sir. I told him, I said, with your pews, you need to periodically clean them and disinfect if you want to put the bodies in them and collect. Yes, praise be. You come into my church, oh, you're gonna smell heavenly smells. Oh, yes. And I polish my pews. I do it myself. I consider it doing God's work. As you know, they say cleanliness is next to godliness. And so I put down the wax, and I tell you what, you get into my pews, you just slip and slide and glide. Oh, you are so willing and ready to tide because you feel good. You feel good. And everything smells good. Yes, feel like you're getting inside the Lord's car when you slip on into my pews. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So I set him straight. I got that taken care of. We nipped that in the bud, and before you know it, his congregation was back up to full strength. He was having to tell people, I'm sorry, we got standing room only. Woo! Praise be. So I'm telling all you preachers out there, the one thing you gotta do is make sure that your pews do not make people say pew.
Preacher is brought to you in part by Zip Skits, the podcast everyone is talking about. Go to zipskits.com to find out for yourself. There's a ton of podcasts, but there's only one Zip Skits. Zipskits.com.
Zip Skits, Zip Skits.
You're gonna love it. Go to zipskits.com.
Do that. All right, Zip Skits.
Zip Skits, Zip Skits.
Zip Skits.
Fun just to be around. Woo!